90 again, but a chance for some thunder booms coming in the afternoon, so watch out, hide your dogs, or have them put down before the thunderstorms come, because dogs don't like thunderstorms. Right now, speaking of putting down your dog, he used to be a taxidermist, and now he is entertaining us on many television shows. We have got, I consider anybody that's been on SNL deserves the title of legendary, so I'm just going to say it. We've got the legendary Mr. Chris Parnell. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Wow, I don't know that I've ever been called legendary before, but I will take it.
I know. I mean, to me, Saturday Night Live is such an institution. It's such a dream gig for people in our field, like anybody that enjoys comedy or anything like that, that I feel once you've, made it onto that show, it's such a small group that is so talented if you look at it as a whole. Like, I consider being a part of that, being part of a legendary thing. So if you'd like me to correct it and say that you're a guy who's been a part of something legendary, I will. But it was just too many.
I'll take legendary from me directly.
Too many words. All right, first thing I'd like to say is that you, as Dr. Spaceman on 30 Rock, hilarious. That show is, can you agree that show's one of the funniest shows ever?
Oh, absolutely. No, I mean it's one of my favorite shows to watch, even though I'm only in it every now and then. But oh no, I love that show. It makes me laugh. My girlfriend and I are religious viewers of it.
Oh, good. I thought you were going to say you were religious, but you still watch it, and I was like, wow, that's really a sacrifice there. Like, give up your religion for a show. That's nice.
Exactly.
Well, let's tell us a little bit. Do you have any idea? Next season, we've been told, is the last season because Tina is a wuss and can't handle it, and Alex being a jerk. That's what I'm assuming anyway. But any news on what's going to happen with Dr. Spaceman in the final season of 30 Rock?
I don't know. It's hopefully they'll have me around a time or two. But I really don't know. I mean, I don't even know to what extent they've started writing this last season. So
you should probably call somebody. I mean,
what's that?
You should call somebody. Like, I would love for the people at 30 Rock to think that, like, they've got a whole final season to worry about, but their biggest concern is the fact that Chris Parnell's calling, like, 8 times a day asking how far they've come along so far. Like, just be that guy.
I don't know that would really serve me well. It might make them likely to not have Dr. Spaceman around as much, so I'll probably just better let them do theirs.
I don't work in Hollywood, Chris. I guess that's your arena, and I will let you handle that. However, that's just how I handle stuff here in Billings. But
maybe not the best way to go, but I'll respect your process.
Thank you. Speaking of the process, The Dictator comes out tomorrow, featuring Sacha Baron Cohen, who has a process unlike anybody else's, and you have the privilege, I would say, of getting to be in a film with him, which is a treat as well, because he's kind of a one-of-a-kind type guy. He is. He's a genius, and that's not really overstating things. He's a brilliant guy. And I was just lucky to find out that I had a little part of it. You were just lucky enough, like, as the movie came out, they just told you, oh, by the way, you're in it?
Well, I mean, I knew, I play a CNN-type commentator on it, so I'm never actually in a scene with Sacha where he's, like, on camera and I'm commenting on stuff he's doing. But, I figured I would make it in on some level, and I haven't seen it yet, so I honestly don't even know how much I know I'm in it, but and I just hear it's really funny.
Good. Oh, yeah, I have no doubt. You're also in the 5-Year Engagement, which is out right now, correct?
That is correct.
I'm trying to pump everything. You've got a lot going on, my man. And also, Suburgatory. We've talked to, who else did we talk to from this show? I'm a producer here. I literally work with, like, my producer is the radio equivalent of Dr. Spaceman to the medical community. He has we just had somebody from Suburgatory on the show like 2 weeks ago, and he already has no idea, but...
Well, you talk to a lot of people.
Yeah, that is true. We are
Cheryl Hines.
Cheryl Hines. You might have heard of her.
I've heard of.
Don't you love how he forgets that like it's nobody, like it's no big deal? The season finale is this Wednesday on ABC or ABT, the new network I just made up. Tell us a little bit about this show, Chris, and tell us about your character and about what's coming up in the finale.
Yeah, I play Fred Shea. Anna Gasteyer plays my wife Sheila, and we're this very weird suburban couple. We live across the street from Jeremy Sisto and Jane Levy, the main characters of the show, and it's just this weird little community. Jeremy has moved Jane. They moved their characters out of New York City to this little suburb called Chatswin, kind of like up in Connecticut or somewhere, and it's a very like country club, uptight little weird community where everybody knows each other's business, and Cheryl Hines is a big part of that, and Rex Lee from Entourage, Alan Tudyk, and we've got these great actors who play our kids, Parker Young and Allie Grant, and yeah, it's an amazing cast. And it's pretty funny stuff. And getting to work with Anna again is, I couldn't ask for much more than that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I've spoken to Anna before too as well, and actually I somehow I did this weird tricky radio thing that sometimes we can do where we can get their phone number, and I still have her in my phone, and I've yet to abuse it, but maybe I will. Now after speaking to you, maybe I will, and I'll just use you as an end to be like, so Chris was telling me, and I'll totally ruin your guys' relationship and have you fired from the show.
Please do, yeah.
Really, we started talking, and it was so nice before we went on the air, and I realized once we've gone on the air, I've really been like a career-ruining jerk to you. I've just been giving you horrible advice, and I love you.
You know, it's all falling apart at this point, Big J, and I'm going to try to roll with it as best I can. But man, you are a terrible advisor.
Yeah, I don't know what is happening here, but what is how do you feel about the career? I gotta, some people it's like they want to be a leading man. A lot of people, I get the kind of vibe that a guy like you that comes from the Groundlings and from a comedy background like that, where you're used to working with a team, that really, as long as you're working and as long as you're laughing and having fun and enjoying the people you're working with, that it doesn't matter if you're a leading man or not, right? Is that kind of how you feel?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not a leading man, and I mean, I've known that for a long, long time. I'm a character actor, and that's what I like being. It's fun, and yeah, if I can be a part of an ensemble like we have on Suburgatory or Archer on 30 Rock, I'm happy. And you hope you're able to be a part of something where you like the people you're working with and you like the material. And in all those cases, I do. So I feel really lucky.
Excellent. What's next? I mean, anything on the agenda coming up? Anything exciting? I mean, you've got 90 projects out right now, but anything coming up that's cool?
Well, which we got picked up for second season of Suburgatory. We're going to start shooting that at the beginning of August. So I guess that's the next big thing. I did a little part in a movie called Hotel Transylvania, an animated movie with Andy Samberg and Adam Sandler, and I don't know, that may not even be out until next year, but I have a little part in that, and I guess Suburgatory is maybe the next thing.
That's awesome. And also, we didn't talk a lot about it, but Archer, I have to say, just because I don't know if in my audience there's a ton of Archer fans, but I got to say, that show also a very, very underrated genius type show too. A show that I don't think a lot of people even know what it's about or know what it is, but it's hilarious as well.
Thanks, Big J. Yeah, I actually just started recording. I just recorded the first episode of season 4 last week. So yeah, we're already in the booth recording that, and I feel it's a fantastic show. This guy Adam Reed, who created it and writes all the episodes, he's amazing, and we have a great cast too.
Oh wow, as I said that, our text line just blew up with 6 texts back to back of Archer rocks and I love Archer. So I guess there are plenty of people out there that do love.
Yeah, we've got a pretty good following.
Like Archer here. How crappy would the career have to become? We're talking to Chris Parnell, by the way, from SNL and every show that's on television right now. How far would you have to fall to the point where you would consider doing morning radio? I mean, you got a very good radio voice, and I know you do radio roles in films. How horrible would the career have to be to where you're calling me being like, Big J, can you use an extra voice on the show?
Well, I don't know if it would actually have to fall. I worked as a DJ a few summers out of college at a station down in Mississippi, country station, and then also at a station there in Memphis, WHBQ. So I enjoy it. I like acting better, but I certainly appreciate what you do.
Well, good. Well, thank you. Yeah, it's certainly nowhere near what you do. I mean, when it comes to finances, credit, or work environment, it really blows. In fact, but it is still entertainment. And people are texting in now that you've opened the door, or I did, saying, make him do the Archer voice. Make him do the Archer voice.
Cyril is not that different than me. I mean, so much of Cyril comes out of the dialogue itself, and reacting, but he's really just, I guess Cyril would be he's a little more pitched up and a little more desperate, a little more nasal than I am, oh, geez, it's really great to be a part of this show, It's great to be a part of the morning show, and I appreciate you having me on. So it's not that different than me.
There you go. I know, I love that. All your voices are like you, and then everybody's like, make him do the one from the commercial. The commercial. Yeah, aren't you doing some endorsements? Aren't you selling, aren't you the new William Shatner or something?
Well, I don't know about that, but yeah, I got this Nokia campaign that's on. It's fun, and then I got voiceover parts like for a few different products, a few different companies. So yeah, I enjoy doing the commercials. You know?
I like it. Excellent. I'm going to start doing that for you if businesses want to hire me out. Like there's I work for like Folder Family Medicine here. I do their Ideal Protein diet. Like maybe I'll call you to give like endorsements. I'm sure it's probably like a $10 fee where I'll say, hey, this diet's worked so great, and then you can say, this is Dr. Spaceman from 30 Rock, and I agree, Dr. Fuller is awesome, or something.
Yeah. We could just. I'm sure Tina would be okay with that.
Yeah, exactly. I think Tina Fey would release the her characters to do free endorsement, not free, $10, and Tina can get her cut. So as long as we're cutting everybody in, Chris, I think it's a fine deal. I think you're friggin' hilarious. I think we need to watch Archer. We need to watch Suburgatory. Wednesday night on ABC is the season finale. We need to continue to watch 30 Rock. We need to watch with The Dictator just to see a quick glimpse of you. Plus, we need to wait for 6 or 7 years for that other film you talked about to come out, Transylvania, and we're going to watch you in that. Chris, remember the Big J Show in Billings and come back to us someday, my friend. We love talking to you, and thanks so much for taking the time.
I'm glad that we will. Thanks for having me, Big J.
The Big J Show. Weekday mornings from 6 till 10 on Billings' #1 hit music station, Hot 101.9.